$55,000 in the last 7 days. And no, this isn't going to be your regular guru video teaching you how to find winning products that completely flop, aren't profitable, or just don't even last like 2 weeks. So in this video, I'm going to teach you how you can test quality over quantity so you're not left testing hundreds of products with no success, finding products that actually end up becoming profitable, and most importantly, how you can run these products month over month over month without seeing any inconsistency, or end up running it for a week or two and then have it just die out. Matter of fact, to prove it, I'm going to show you guys the past few months on this product. So I came across this product in December and it is May now. So you can see that we've done around 830K, coming up on 1 million. And we found this product in December. I tested 5-6 products before I landed on this. And the next month, once we found it, we just scaled the hell out of it. So 130K the first month of officially running it, 188K the next month, 255K the next month, and 250K this past month. And it is now May 1st. Take out your pen, paper, notebook, whatever you want. This is going to be the most valuable product research video you're ever going to see on YouTube. There's not going to be any car flexing, fancy lifestyle. It's just going to be straight value, but I actually got to get rid of that itch before. So we got the GLE 63 and the G63 right there in front of our work setup. So how to get rid of that itch before I got into the value for you guys. Just had to just a little bit of flexing for you guys. I'm completely kidding, but all jokes aside, it's really cool having both my dream cars just sitting in front of me while I'm working. Anyway, besides the point, let's get right into it. So winning product hunting, the basics. These are going to be things that you guys have heard a million times. You might get bored of it. Don't skip, watch the whole thing. Pay attention, lock in for the rest of this video if you want to find your next winning product. Okay, first thing, product has to be in high demand with low competition on an uptrend. So you want to make sure you're focused on products that are actively trending on TikTok, but not yet being run on Facebook. This is literally the new meta, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do this. And you want to look for momentum. You want to make sure the product isn't being ran by a bunch of 17-year-old dropshippers. And to be honest, I'm 23 years old. I don't know why I'm still dropshipping. I'm low-key turning into unk status, but hey, we're printing, so it's fine. Anyway, we want to look for momentum. I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do that. And next one is unique, eye-catching, or finding these hidden niches. I don't care what you guys say, the word is pronounced niches, not niche. If you say niche, you're weird. But you want to make sure you choose products that stand out visually and belong to less obvious niches. Now this, you don't have to do this, by the way, but I just threw this in here just to let you guys know that there are big products that you might not know about just because you're not aware of that problem. For example, this bunion corrector, I reviewed this in one of my older videos. This is a product that you won't otherwise know if you don't have this problem, which I never knew about this product until I came across it and realized how many people actually have this. So there's a lot of people with this thing called a bunion, and this thing corrects it. So that's considered like a hidden niche, and you might not know about it if you were not experiencing this problem. And here's another example of that, this bore sighter. So there's a lot of people who hunt and their guns are misaligned, and this bore sighter aligns your gun and aligns your aim or whatever. And in a dropshipping video I did a few years back, I actually scaled this exact product live for the video to around like 30K in sales or 40K in sales. I honestly don't remember, but you can see we literally ran this up. This is the store that I ran for the video, and we have 400 comments, 500,000 views, 2.6K likes. So this is another product that is in a passionate niche, which is hunting, and not many people know about unless you're in that niche. You want to avoid overexposed items and also products that have just been ran through by every dropshipper and their mom, unless you can go about it with a different angle. But if you're a beginner, you might not know exactly how to do that. All right, next one, you want to go for strong profit margins of at least a 3x markup. So if you're getting the product for $7, try and sell it for at least 25, 30 bucks. The more the merrier. This is obviously all on the front end, and you could do a lot of things on the back end to maximize your profit. But essentially, good rule of thumb, you want to have at least like a pretty good room and cushion for your profit. What you don't want to do is find a product that you can buy it for $7 and sell it for 15 bucks. That's not gonna work. I mean, that might fly with organic dropshipping, but we ain't no organic dropshipper here, so you want to go for a little bit more margin. Next one, you want to go for a mass market appeal or niche obsession. Either one is fine. You don't really need to worry about this one too much. I just threw it in here as an example, but posture correctors, good example. You can scale infinitely with that. You can bump budgets up and just absolutely rip. This product you can as well. However, it is a little bit more niche. What you don't want to do is go for like left-handed gardening tools. this isn't going to scale, and there's only a small amount of people that this needs to be catered to. So you don't want to do that. All right, going into the next one is high perceived value. You want to make sure the product doesn't look cheap and it's not accessible anywhere. So for example, if you're selling a shaver that has no unique value proposition or isn't cool or stands out in any way, no one's going to see your shitty Facebook ad, click on your website and buy a shaver, especially if they know that they can buy it for 10 bucks at Target. That's 5-minute drive away from them. Next thing is this basketball. Not going to fly unless it's glow in the dark or it's a silent basketball, which is actually a winning product, a silent bouncy basketball, but a regular basketball and not high perceived value, and they could just get it from their nearby store. Same thing with this toothbrush. And to be honest, if you're going to try and sell any of these products, I highly recommend you click off this video because you're cooked, buddy. You're cooked. You weren't going to see success. You're never going to see success, and it's just not going to work out for you. I'm joking. Just watch this video and you'll still have hope. Last but not least, this is a bonus, having content availability. The more content, the better. So this is obviously a bonus right here, just because there is a method to still run ads for products that don't have too much content or little to zero pieces of content that not many people know about and are sleeping on. And I'll mention this later in the video, but once you have all these criteria met with a product that you found, there's actually another step, another layer I like to add to all these to make sure I'm not just testing whatever product just meets any of these criteria, because to be honest, not every single one is going to work. But to make yourself have the better odds, you want to put it through these validation methods and product assessments. So the first one is Amazon search. Once you found the product, search it on Amazon. See if there's any other people selling this. If the entire Amazon is filled with like 50 different variations of your product, you might be cooked, but I'll show you a live example of this, so no need to worry there, pal. Facebook ads library. This is another method you could use to see how many people are actively running ads for your product. So if there's a lot of people running ads for it and there's a lot of 17-year-old dropshippers just crushing it with $10,000 a day in spend, and you're just trying to come into the market with $50 a day, you might not have the best odds, again, unless you go at it with a completely untapped angle or whatever else you do. Website traffic. You can check how many visitors a website is also getting. Again, I'm going to go over all these steps with you and show you how to do this, but you can check to see if they have been getting 100,000 visitors a month for the past 5 months, or if they have 0 visitors and it's a brand new website. Again, you can also check best sellers or when they added the product to their website, and to see if it's a best seller on their website. And you can find this with any extension on Google, which I'll show you. And test orders is an optional one, but usually people have shipping insurance on their website, meaning for like $3 people can buy insurance for their product, and you can go ahead and buy the shipping insurance, and Shopify usually gives every order an order number, so you can see if that order number is high enough for you to actually go out and start selling the product as well. So these are just different methods you can do to ensure a product might be worth selling without you finding one and then going and spending $1,000 on Facebook ads and then find out that it doesn't work. So this is how I test very few products but have a high success rate. So anyway, like I mentioned, we're going to want to find products that are popping on TikTok Shop, TikTok, but just not selling on Facebook. How do we do this? This software right here is what's going to help us out. So you guys have probably seen this a million times through different videos and used it yourself. But what a lot of people do is just find a few products that are on page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6, sell it, and it doesn't work. And then they're like, what the hell? Dropshipping is dead. This isn't going to ever work for me. No, that's not how you go about it. Everyone watching this video is going to use this tool eventually, or has used this tool and has seen all these products. And the key to dropshipping is to look where nobody else is looking. You want to find products where nobody else is looking. So of course, if everybody who purchases a subscription for this software and sees all these products, there's a lot of eyeballs on these. You want to better your chances a bit. So what I like doing is going to revenue, maxing it out at $300,000 in revenue, just so it doesn't have $3 million in revenue. And usually these products all are being ran on Facebook, Instagram, Google, like everywhere, literally anywhere you could think of. So you don't want to touch these, but we're going to go over to launch date and do within 30 days. These are products that launched within 30 days. Pretty obvious. I don't know why I explained that. And then you want to click submit right here. So these are the products we can take a look at. So we got this Lifter Glaze Oil Balm. You can click on it, and right off the bat, I'm not going to go for this product just because it looks like it's a very big brand. Yep. So this brand is pretty big. So obviously there's still potential and possibility you can come into the market, but the other thing is it's $8.99. Like, they are selling it for a very cheap price, and you would have to sell it for at least $25. So this is a product that I would stay away from. However, you can also gauge what this product is by clicking on these videos here. So it looks like a lot of people buy these in packs. So the $8.99 low price tag might come out to a higher average order value if people buy multiple. But we're going to keep scrolling down and look at what else seems interesting. And I just like to scroll through here, go to the different pages, and just look at what catches my eye. And this is the mistake I see a lot of beginners have, is because they've not been in the space for so long, they'll come across a product and think that it's the best potential product to ever sell. But if somebody like me comes across that, I can immediately tell that this product has been launched on Facebook, launched on TikTok. From my experience that I've developed over the years of doing it, I can immediately sort of tell if a product is new to the market or if it's old, which a lot of beginners lack, which then ends up into them testing a product that everyone is testing, wasting hundreds of thousands of dollars on useless product tests, and then thinking that dropshipping is dead and it doesn't work because they just lost a couple $1,000. Look, you guys have been watching my channel for a long time and I've never offered any type of coaching, but if you do want someone like me to look over your shoulder, someone you could send or text products to and ask if it's worth a test, or if the videos you're testing is good enough before you actually test them, I am opening a small beta group for this coaching offer I'm launching, and I'm only taking like 5 students. So I'm going to cap it just because I can't take care of just a bunch of people. So once I lock those people in, it's going to be closed. I don't know when I'm going to open it up again, but I've been working on getting this set up for a while now. And if you guys think you need that extra help, extra push, extra guidance, you can click the top link in the description, sign the form. Make sure to be accurate, be thorough on the form, just because I want to select the best applicants. Like, I'm literally capping this at 5 people just so I can make sure to work hand in hand with those students, get them results, and then potentially open it for more people later down the line. But anyway, let's get back to the program. So I'm looking through these filters, obviously we have set up here, and this came up, which is the Yerba Magic Capsules. And on page 1, this product is crushing it. So this is the top product on this entire software. It's doing 2 million to literally 3 million in revenue. This product right here with the filters that we used are actually capsules. So it's the same exact product, but a capsule version of this. Now, this is a really good sign because they just launched it. Obviously, there's no data here, and it just launched and it's already doing around 10K a day. And it's pretty obvious why. There's a lot of people that don't like taking powder. Capsules easier. Chuck it in your mouth, drink some water, and it's done deal. So this product's brand new. It's doing 10K a day. It's literally already proven for you. It did catch my eye, so it is unique and eye-catching. It has a lot of demand, and we'll find out later with the methods that how much competition we're dealing with. It has a pretty strong profit margin, which you can sell it for 30 to 40 bucks, and these supplements cost like $8 to $10, dirt cheap. It has a very big mass market appeal, which is a good sign. I mean, literally this other powder version is doing 3 mil a month, which is insane. And it does have a high perceived value. Content availability, the content is there. There's a bunch of pieces of content that we can use, and you can literally just download this and run it on Facebook ads. Now, for products that don't have any content available for them and you still want to run them, or heck, even if they do have content available, but all these pieces of content are already being scaled by other people, one little secret that is actually my best performing campaign right now is images. Image ads, static ads are absolutely crushing, even in comparison to videos. So if you come across a product that's trending on this software and there's already a lot of competition, you can potentially just run image ads and take a share of the market. And not only can you test super fast with image ads, but you can get them for super cheap. So if you're trying to test images for an already existing store or a new store you're starting, I would recommend to go over to my team at Bands Off Ads, and you can go over and click on the image ads. And bro, trust me when I say this, these images print, and sometimes better than videos. So keep that on the low. We don't want that getting out there. So yeah, don't tell nobody I told you that. But anyway, that was our entire 5 top criteria. Now we want to get into the validation and assessment part of this. So what you can do is go over to the top product, click on this search with Google Lens, scan that product, and then you can go ahead and see a bunch of other listings for this product. So Amazon is what showed up first. Let's click on visit, and it looks like this is currently unavailable, which I'm not gonna lie is a really good sign. Again, just proves how high of demand there is for it. What you can also do is search this keyword on Amazon itself and see what else there is. So let's go ahead and see. These are just the powders, which is absolutely popping off. You can see that there is another company not even related to this Yerba brand that's trying to sell these capsules. So again, what we're looking for is this concept, these magic peach mango yerba tea powders into capsules is the concept. And it doesn't even have to be this exact same branding, exact same product. It could just be the concept of yerba brain fog tea powder, but in the form of capsules. Okay, so from what we saw, this product is nowhere to be found on Amazon, and there's literally only like 2 listings for it, which again is a good sign. Now, the next site we want to visit is called Facebook Ads Library, and we want to just search the same exact keyword right here. And this is essentially just a library of all the active ads on Facebook. So we're going to go ahead and seek the competition for this product right here. We already found one right here, and let's just hop on over to their website. And yeah, so this is the exact product in a capsule form. We can use this extension called SimilarWeb to actually gauge the traffic they're getting, which no data, which is a good sign. This is still a pretty new site. And you can also use like different extensions that you can find from Google Chrome that shows you when they actually listed this product. So they listed this product on April 29th, and it is May 1st today, which that means it's still pretty fresh. Let's keep going. And here's another one, Vira Health. Okay, so let's go over to their website and let's go over and check SimilarWeb out. Okay, so you can see they're getting 1.7K visitors in March. And let's say you wanted to do a test order. What you could do is go over to Koala Inspector or whatever app you're using and find the cheapest product on their website. So let's go over to this Vira bottle, and it's 14 bucks. You can go ahead and add it to cart, purchase it, and then once you actually purchase this, Shopify will give you an order number. Obviously, this is $14.99. It's a little expensive. What you want to do is find shipping insurance, which is usually $3. Purchase it and see how many orders or what their order number is at. And if it's in like 3,000s, 2,000s, that means they're getting a lot of orders. But overall, for this entire keyword or this product, there's only 58 results, which isn't too much competition. Now, ideally, what would be great is if the metrics looked exactly how it did now and nobody was running ads to it. However, there is still room for you to come into the market when it is like this, just because there's not a lot of people doing it. So this was the entire process from the product hunting stage to going through all these different requirements, and then to going down to validating the product and going through all these different metrics, and then coming to the conclusion of whether you want to sell it or not. Now, let's say the product doesn't work. Bummer, boo-hoo. Make sure you just cross it out on your Google Sheet and then go back and restart the entire process. This could happen 5, 6, 7, 30, 40, 50 different times before you land on that one product that makes you millions. But again, if you want to fast track that, if you want someone over your shoulder to sort of guide you, be there in the process, hold your hand, then fill out the form below. But anyways, if you guys found this video valuable, drop a like. Hope you guys enjoyed, and remember to subscribe if you're not already.